Hey guys, and welcome back to another banger of a video on this here channel. Before we get started, I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of the new subscribers and all of you guys for watching this. Anyway, without any further ado, today's video will be a guide on some of the most popular and most used characters in the competitive Smash Brothers scene. So let's get right into it. So as I said before, in today's video I'll be going through some of the most popular characters used in competitive Smash, although before we get into that, I'd first like to cover some tips, tricks, moves, and general information on competitive Smash Bros that might be of use when competing. First off, let's talk about some strategies that you could use to gain an advantage or a sneaky attack on your opponent. The first of these is the directional air dodge. This is a move that can be used, hence the name, when trying to dodge an attack. If you press the shield button, which is the ZL or ZR buttons, while moving using the left stick, you can dodge an attack in whichever direction you are moving. The second of these strategies is the short hop attack. Now this is basically, as the name states, an attack in which you hop off the ground a bit and attack mid-jump. This can be done by pressing the A button and the jump button at the same time while still in the vicinity of the opponent. Now the final strategy like this today is the perfect shield, which allows, if done correctly, for the opponent's attacks to be nullified. This maneuver can be accomplished by releasing the shield button just before you're hit. Before we get on to the rest of the tips and tricks I have planned today, I'd like to give a special mention to Play Nintendo, as those strategies before actually came from them and their website page. As I did not cover all of their strategies and the tips and tricks, if you guys want to check out the rest of them, I will leave the link in the description below. Now on to some tips about the actual competitive scene. So let's begin with some of the rules in a competitive match. Firstly, all items are banned, and as I have explained before, this is due to the RNG in items, therefore making it unfair if a certain player gets an auto kill with an item just because it randomly generated for them. This allows for matches to be based on skill rather than pure RNG. The second rule in a competitive match is that all players have 3 stocks, so as to give them each multiple chances and keeps the matches going for a bit of time, and along with that, each match is timed and goes for 7 minutes long. This makes sure matches don't take forever and have an even amount of time for all players. The third and final rule in the competitive scene is that in each playoff between competitors, it is the best of 3, meaning if one player wins 2 out of the 3 matches, they automatically win, as the other player therefore can't get more than 1 win. Along with those rules in competitive Smash comps, there are also set maps that they usually use and follow, allowing for consistency in matches and making sure everybody gets a fair chance. These maps, in relation to the newest Smash game, Smash Ultimate, are Battlefield, Final Destination, Lilac Cruise, Smashville, Town and City, Yoshi's Island, Pokemon Stadium 2, and finally the Carlos Pokemon League. Now each of these maps have been chosen as they are pretty generic and easy to fight on, although each one of them definitely have their advantages and disadvantages, from size to obstacles and etc. Now onto the final thing before we get into the most popular characters is just some general tips that you can use to better improve your Smash game. First off is using the training mode to help you get better, as you can practice different characters and strategies against the other fighters and terrains, allowing for practice and planning before a big match. The second one is to warm up before matches and comps, as it simply gets you in the right mindset and mood so you know what you're doing when you go into play. The next one is to main specific characters and practice at them so you can get really good at their moves and their way of fighting, therefore allowing for you to know how to best fight with that character in a match. Now the final one sort of leads on from that in the fact that you need to have a game plan when going in, so that you have a clear understanding of what you're doing and how you will use your character to your advantage to beat the other fighter. Now onto that part that you've all been waiting for, the characters. Firstly, I thought it would be important to first quickly show you this tier list before we get into the characters I will be looking at today. This tier list was constructed by Eurogamer, and I would like to give them all the credit for it, and I'll place their link down below to their website where this tier list is. Anyway, the characters I will show today I selected from the above top best tier, and I will be covering all their moves and reasons why they are very helpful and useful. Without further ado, the first character I chose for this video was Pikachu. Now since there are quite a lot of moves to get through for each character, I might be going a bit faster than usual just because of the sheer amount of stuff I have to cover. So to start off, as I discussed in my previous video, each character has 5 main moves with the B and the left stick, known as the standard move, the up special, the down special, the side attack, and the final smash. Since I've gone over these before, I'll just whip through them, and if you want to know more about them, please feel free to watch my previous Smash video. Anyway, Pikachu's standard attack is just a normal Thunder Jolt, and his up special is a quick attack which is directed upwards, allowing for him to jump to higher platforms with that or just get back onto the stage. Pikachu's down special is a downward strike of thunder which is conducted by his tail, and his side attack is a skull bash where he charges headfirst into the other opponent. Finally, his final smash is a Volt Tackle which is supercharged and should blast most players off the stage. Now onto the moves that I actually only found out about while experimenting with Pikachu in the training arena. So along with the left stick, the right stick actually has moves as well. If the right stick is tilted up while pressing no other button, Pikachu will do a tail whip above him. Then if pointed down, Pikachu will do a tail sweep on the ground. And finally, if pointed to the sides, he will do an electro ball in that direction. Other moves can be done as well when double tapping A. If you just normally double tap A and don't move any sticks, Pikachu will do a standard jab, but if you move the left stick down, he will do a side tail swipe much like the right stick one, and Pikachu will do a tail swipe on the floor, and if tilted up, he'll do a backwards tail swipe throughout the air. Then the last double tap A1 is the side attack, in which if you tilt the left stick 45 degrees up or down, left or right, he will do a hind leg kick in that direction. Then finally, the last couple of moves aren't really attacks as such, but can still be used to your advantage. If you press the R or L button while next to or above an opponent, you can grab them and attack them into the ground or just release them. Then if you press ZL or ZR, you can shield yourself from attacks. Now that we've got Pikachu's moves out of the way, let's discuss why he is such a good character to play as and why this character is rated so high. So some of the things I noticed while researching and actually playing with Pikachu was that because of his size and speed, he became very maneuverable and was able to quite easily dodge a much larger enemy attack while still dealing his own attacks. I also noticed that because of his wide variety of moves and his overall moveset in general, it was easy to improvise and adapt to different situations just because of the sheer variety of moves that can be applied to multiple circumstances. Finally, adding on to both previous points, because of Pikachu's maneuverability, he was able to quickly recover from being attacked and could get up again and start attacking almost immediately. Overall, Pikachu is a great character using competitive Smash and is quite popular for good reasons, as he's not only easy to learn, but also very adaptable and able to move and fight quite efficiently. Now on to the next character I decided to cover, which is very popular in the competitive scene, being Young Link. Now, like all the other characters, Young Link, if ZL or ZR are pressed, will shield against attacks, and if you press R or L, he will grab the opponent, and he has his standard left stick B attacks. His standard B move is a fire arrow in any direction, while his side attack is a boomerang, which can actually be caught, believe it or not. His up special is an upward sword spin attack, which can allow him to leap to higher platforms or get back on the stage. His down special is a bomb thrown downward, and his final smash is a Triforce Slash, in which he summons the Triforce and uses it to throw someone off the edge. Now, as before with Pikachu, Young Link has a variety of moves other than those that can be used, such as tilting the right stick up, which results in Young Link doing an overhead circular strike, and if you tilt the right stick to the sides, he will do an overhead strike in whichever direction the right stick is tilted in. Then a downward tilt is a quick sword strike in whichever direction you are currently facing. Along with Pikachu, Young Link can also utilize AA attacks, and the standard AA attack move is a flurry of sword strikes in the direction in which you are facing, and an up AA attack is a single overhead strike with the sword, while a down AA attack is a single sword strike in whichever direction you are facing. Finally, a AA side attack is a single overhead strike to the ground in whichever direction you press, and if you jump and hold A, Young Link will hold his sword in the air. Now that we've covered all of Young Link's moves and attacks, let's discuss his advantages in battle and why he is so popular. Firstly, to start off, like Pikachu in quite a lot of ways, Young Link is quite small and fast, and like Pikachu is quite maneuverable. Secondly, Young Link has a variety and a diverse moveset of attacks that can actually reach quite far and do some serious damage, leading to good coverage of space and the ability to easily overcome enemies with a barrage of attacks. Finally, Young Link, like most of the other characters in this video, is quite easy to learn and become good at because of the simple nature of his moves and generally the way he can be controlled and played. The final character on the list today that I'll discuss is, drumroll please, Peach. Now, like all the other characters today, Peach is quite a popular fighter and also uses the same generic move types as the other characters, such as the left stick B moves, the right stick moves, and finally the double tap A moves. To start off, Peach has the generic moves such as shielding and grabbing, which I have explained the controls for with Pikachu and Young Link. Then on to the standard left stick B moves. For Peach's standard normal B move, she summons a Toad to block hits against her. Peach's down B move is where she pulls a turnip out of the ground and can lob it at her attackers. Peach's up B move is where she uses her parasol to jump up really high and attack players above, and then float down peacefully. And her side B attack move is where she bombs into the opponent with her hips, dealing extreme damage. Finally, her final smash is where Peach incapacitates the other players and then has the chance to knock them off the stage. Now onto her right stick moves. Firstly, her up attack is a heart clap, and her down attack is a skirt swirl, and finally her side attack is a smack with a golf stick. Her double tap A moves are the next and final category of moves for Peach, and her standard one is a single slap. Then her up double A move is a big hard explosion. The side double A attack is a big kick. The double A down move is a low sweeping kick, and finally, if you jump and do the up double A attack, she will create a rainbow of destruction. Finally, what are Peach's advantages and benefits, and why is she so popular? Well, to start off, the first advantage is that she has extremely strong moves, and a very good selection of them at that. The next reason that she is such a powerful fighter is that as well as having powerful attacks, she also has an outstanding hitbox coverage with them and can cover an extremely large amount of space on the map, meaning her attacks extend quite far. Finally, her left stick B up special is super powerful, as it not only has the potential to attack people, but also still allows Peach a slow descent, allowing her to control her fall where she lands. Anyway, that is all for today, guys, and if you guys could do one last thing and like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on, that would be a huge help to me in the channel, as it just helps support me and everything I do. I'd also like to give a huge thanks to all you, the viewers, for watching this video, as that's just amazing, and I'll be sourcing and referencing all my resources down in the description below if you guys would like to check it out. Anyway, that's it from me now, so guys, just remember to keep on smashing. Until next time, we'll be looking into some of the technical aspects of Super Smash Bros. And the fighting game genre as a whole. Anyway, bye!